For this demo, we'll be using the fictional K2 Bank mobile application on the left side of the screen and the agent desktop on the right-hand side. Journey's technology is integrated inside of both, so there's no need for any new or standalone mobile applications. Let's go ahead and see what happens when I call the number that's printed on the back of my credit card.
Hi there. Thanks for calling K2 Bank. If you'd like, you can receive faster and more personalized service on this call by logging into your K2 mobile app to verify yourself.
Okay, I received a notification from the bank's mobile app asking me to log in to verify myself and the bank agent on this call. So I'll go ahead and tap here.
Perfect. Your identity has been verified and an agent will be with you momentarily.
Hi Alex, this is Mary with the K2 Fraud Department. If you look at your app, you'll see that you're on a verified call with me and that my agent ID is 19438. How can I help you today?
So, as you can see, Mary and I were able to mutually authenticate one another without either of us revealing any sensitive information or going through the standard routine of keying in long strings of account numbers and other pieces of PII. Instead, Mary could see that I had biometrically authenticated into my app, and I can see her name and ID number right on my screen. Now, if you look at the agent desktop, you'll see my identity has been verified by an onboard biometric. So let's take a look and see what happens when the agent needs to verify something else, like my social security number. Okay, I've received the request, so I'll go ahead and enter the last four of my social. And now you can see that it's been verified, but not actually revealed to the agent. Providing low-friction ways for users to share and verify sensitive information is crucial, but a key theme in our technology is also privacy preservation. In contact centers today, we rely on things like prohibiting agents from bringing in cell phones so they can't take pictures of screens, we meticulously delete call recordings, or we configure complex software to mask out sections of screen recordings to prevent PCI breaches. These processes are clumsy, they limit the opportunity for flexible or at-home agents, and far too much DTMF information is still stored in plain text in the call logs. The reality is that there's some information that the agent needs to know to have a comfortable conversation, such as the caller's first name or maybe what city they live in, but with most of the sensitive data, such as a social security number and credit card numbers, they really just need to know whether or not something is valid. In this scenario you just watched with the social security number, I was able to enter my number in my app, then Journey encrypted it locally on my device, sent that encrypted ciphertext to the back end of the bank where they were able to decrypt it, check it against their records, and send an encrypted digital certificate of the result back to both my device and to the agent desktop. The agent was able to see that it had passed, which is all they really needed, and I now have a copy of that digital certificate tied to the session so that if I get transferred to a new agent, which I'll go ahead and do here, then I won't have to repeat any of that information. So here I'm being transferred to Thomas, and I can see the information that Thomas is requesting. So I'll go ahead and click accept. Now if I go back to my home screen here, I can see Thomas's name, Thomas's photo, and Thomas's ID number right on my screen. And in my verification details, I can see exactly what Thomas is and isn't able to see. Now, the same process that we went through for the social security number would also work for other text-based fields such as my address or date of birth, but we can also go through and request things like signatures on a terms and conditions document. So I'll go ahead and scroll through this. All looks great to me. So I'm going to go ahead and sign my name here. Great. And now I have this listed in my documents section. And Thomas, on his agent desktop, can see that that form went through successfully. There are many more pieces of information that can be requested, verified, and shared throughout this ecosystem. But these are just a couple of examples. Please feel free to get in touch with any questions or to see any other future demonstrations.